All right, all right, all right. Let me make sure we are live, darling. I checking from my handy dandy phone. As you guys come on in, please introduce yourself, my darlings. Introduce yourself. Let me know what city and state that you guys are chiming in from. Also, do me a favor, guys, while we are here live. You know, one thing I love to do is I love for people to share their information because I believe that you just never know who may be watching this video. So, one important thing is let everybody know what it is that you do. How do you solve problems? Okay, as an entrepreneur, we should be solving problems, darling. Okay, so how do you solve those problems and include your website? Let me tell you something. One thing about having a candle, you can take a candle and connect it to somebody else's candle and it doesn't dim your candle. So I'm a big believer in sharing because sharing is caring. Hold on one sec as I pull this up, and make sure that you also do one other thing. Invite some people to this video, whether you share this video to your timeline, darlings, or tag 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 100. I don't care. You know, tag them all, bring them in, bring them on in, because we definitely want to make sure, guys, that nobody misses this information. All right. So I see some of you guys are coming in. Forgive me as I'm trying to pull it up so that I can invite a couple people, because invite some people to this video, whether you share this video. There we go. I follow my own instructions. Yes, darling. So let me know what city and state you guys are chiming in from for sure. Also, let me know, how do you solve problems? How do you solve problems, guys? Because that is the way that we do business. I've literally had hundreds of people watch these replays, and guess what? There have been times where somebody's watching the replay and they see, oh man, there's somebody, I need that, and I'm going to actually get that by that person. So make sure to include that information. Hey, Chelsea McCoy. Hello, darling. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Angela Wynn is here. Hello, hello, hello. We have Danae Dotson here. Kendra Hinton is here. Archella Riley is here. Hey, darlings. How are you guys doing? So excited to have you here. You see, I just like to multitask. I love to multitask. Let me know what city and state you guys are chiming in from. Let me tell you something about Facebook. Facebook is super dope because it's telling me that I've got anniversary followers. Okay. Danae Dotson is an anniversary. I think it's a 2-year. You've been following me for 2 years on this page, girl. Hello, Rachel. Houston, Texas is in the house, girl. I know you're going to be at the Show Your Success conference. Hello, Annette Butler. Annette has her beautiful flyer. Can you see her flyer? She's letting y'all know I'm going to be at the Show Your Success conference. Okay, so make sure again, guys, that you invite at least 2 to 5 people. Share this on your profile. Now, once you have shared this video, I want you to put hashtag shared. I want to see who follows instructions, who's coachable and who is trainable. Okay, who's coachable and who is trainable, because one thing I can tell you guys is you're going to learn some information on this broadcast today. As you can see, I'm multitasking. I'm letting some people know because they told me they don't know how to get to the video. Okay, they don't know how to get to the video, so I'm just gonna post the exact video for everybody. But guys, coachable and trainable means that you're willing to do each and everything, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense, guys. So please share this video to other people and let them know about what it is that we're doing. And for everybody who is watching the replay, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the replay. All right, look, still comment and let us know what you do. I swear to God, on everything I know. Today, we've had so many distractions. Right before we started the broadcast, Crown is over here talking. I knew I should have went to the office because somebody was at the door. Now people call him a phone. They know I'm broadcasting right now, but that's okay. We're going to make great things happen. Now, again, as I was stating, guys, yes, include hashtag shared, shared, shared. Okay, let me see who is sharing up in here. Who is sharing up in here? We have St. Paul, Minnesota on the line. Danae says she shared it. LaShandra's coming out of Lexington, South Carolina. Jeff, what's going on, brother? Out of Houston, Texas. We have Christy. She says she shared it. Rachel says she shared it. Hello, hello, hello. Who else shared it? Chelsea says she shared it. How y'all doing? What's going on? Hello, hello, hello. And who's coming? Who already has their ticket to the Show Your Success conference? You guys are about to meet one of our incredible speakers that's going to be at the conference. All I can tell you guys is if you hadn't got your ticket, What are we doing? What are we waiting on? People talking about, I'm gonna wait till next year. Excuse me. No. We gotta start making the money this year, because 2020 is going to be an explosion year. And so you have to look, I don't care what's going on. I'm telling you, okay? I'm telling you guys, you've got to finish this year off strong. Now, what's so dope about the time frame of which we're doing something, it typically takes 90 days for explosion to happen. 90 days, right? So the conference is in September, October, November, December. January, explosion month. You're going to go into the new year with having had all the information that you need. And the cool thing is, a gentleman that I'm bringing on in a couple of minutes, darling, he's not only just going to be talking to y'all, because that's one thing. I don't just like to go to conferences where they, you know, you got to believe, you got to be excited, you got to do, you know, stuff, you get all that, you know, hidden type information. I like to learn specific steps. I need to know, excuse me, what do I need to be doing? If anybody's with me, just say I'm with you on that, right? I'm with you on that, right? Angela Wynn, she's got her ticket. I think Angela is one of our VIPs. Hello. And she shared the video. Hello. And so I'm not one of those people who just wants to get the information. I'm going to need you to give me the steps. But even further, we take it further than that, darling. We don't just get you steps. We actually are going to be doing some things to get you started, because I know one thing about me is when I start seeing results, it gets me pumped up. You know, like when you go to the gym and you start seeing the results, you know, a lot of times you might see a little bit, you know, you feel a little bit better. You might feel the soreness, knowing that that means your muscles are working. It encourages you to keep going. So at this conference, the Show Your Success conference here in Houston, for those of you who are making that decision to walk in faith and come to this conference, your life is going to be forever changed. This is not like any Show Your Success conference that you've ever been to, because we have some incredible speakers that are going to lay it out. Well, let me go ahead and shift gears and bring up our guest speaker for today. Okay, now I want you to understand, this conference is specifically for authors, future authors, coaches, and speakers. If you know anything like I know, guys, you need to be getting into the information industry. They're talking about the recession is coming in 2020. Some people, now this is a whole nother conversation. You know, I can go off on a tangent talking about this. We're not going to go into that right now, but let me tell you what's recession proof. If it comes or if it doesn't come, what's recession proof is information. Hello? People pay for information. And I believe that if they will Google it, they will pay for it. If somebody is Googling how to be happy, they'll pay for it. Do you know, we had Darren Adams just the other day, right? Lord, I'm having a whole tongue tie. And he was talking to us about how we had a young lady who created a whole program teaching people how to blend stuff. She's a health and wellness coach. She teaches all stuff about being nutritionist and, you know, being the nutritional, and I made up words. So you know what I mean, right? But she literally teaches you how to blend stuff. It's information, but we got to get niched, right? Information's going nowhere. People are making 6 and 7 figures. When you talk about Tony Robbins, when you talk about, Lord, I can't even think of everybody. Y'all know I'm having a tongue tie. John C. Maxwell. When you talk about even some of these spiritual leaders, they get paid on their information, right? And so, guys, you must understand that if you're not putting yourself in that space, we need to get it done now. And what I'm excited about is the gentleman that I'm bringing on today, right? The gentleman that I'm bringing on today, Valencia said, that's me. Okay, Kitten Cat Grace says, I got my ticket. Yes, ma'am. Kathy says she shared the video. Thank you. Patricia Pearson, Coach Pat in the building. She is a 3-year follower. I like Facebook for this. Y'all better do it then. She says, I'm going to be at the Show Your Success conference. Are you? Right? Okay, anyway, so let's get back to this. So this gentleman, he created a company called Brand Sites, right? Now, once we get our information together, we figure out what we're going to teach. The next thing is we have to start building the brand, right? And a part of the brand, and one thing about branding is what people say about you when you're not around. Well, you do have a little bit of control of what people say about you with what you put on your websites, right? How many of us have a website? If you have a website, I want you to type the number 1. If you have a website, type the number 1. If you need to get your website popping, type the number 2. And if you have a website or you need to get the website, but you need it to convert, I want you to also type the number 3. So you could type 1 and 3, or 2 and 3, or just type 3. Okay. I want y'all to type that in so we can make sure we know what we're talking about here. Okay. And so he created this company called Brand Sites. I'm going to go ahead and bring him up real quick, just so y'all can see his wonderful face, darling. But created this company, and it is specifically designed to help you as the entrepreneur, guys, get out there, get in front of people, and as well as convert, because it doesn't make sense to have a website if you're making no money from it. In fact, what Braden says is that if your website is not making you money, you need to fire it. So without further ado, I want to bring on he's going to be a good friend. So I'm just going to go ahead and say good friend. You know how people always say good friend and they really don't mean it? No, this is going to be a good friend of mine. And so I'm super excited. None other than the creator of brandsites.com, Braden Tilley. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Hey, Taria, how are you? Thank you so much for having me. Is my audio coming through okay?
You sound real clear over there. I see we got the same mics. Like you got silver, I got black. So we're
There we go. Awesome. Right on. Hey, well, thanks for having me on. For everyone that's watching this, first, I just want to give a shout out to Taria. Taria, again, you are a leader. You are an inspiring person to follow. Again, if you're watching this video, jump on board, follow Taria. She knows what she's doing. Make it happen. That's the first thing. Now, the two more things. Again, Taria talked about websites. There's a lot of misconceptions out there about what your website should be and what it should do. Okay, I want to just talk about that for a second. And then I'm going to tell you about something very, very important and very special that we're going to be doing at the event, Show Your Success in Houston. We've never done this before. Anyway, stick around here. I'm going to tell you about it here in just a second. Okay, so websites. What is it with websites? What are the purpose? What are they for? Ultimately, think of your website like an employee, right? You've got a job. If you're a solopreneur, you're hustling, you've got a lot on your plate. So you go out and you hire someone to take on some of that responsibility, right? They've got this certain role, and inside that role, they've got this tasks, this list that you want them to do. Think of your website just like an employee, right? If your website is doing its job, awesome. Keep it, train it, bring it up. That's perfect. If your website is not doing its job, right, it's likely just losing you money. And it's a pit, it's kind of like, when you're driving down the street and you see a billboard out in the middle of nowhere, and you're like, who in the world is advertising there? No one is going to see that. That's kind of like how the website feels. If you feel like that, give a shout out, put a hashtag, put a comment down there. I've seen that over and over again as a small business and entrepreneur myself. We build a website, maybe we do it ourselves, maybe we, have it freelance, whatever it might be. Ultimately, it kind of feels like it's just that billboard out in the middle of nowhere that's doing nothing for me and just costing me money. Anyway, so about a year ago, we started up this company called Brand Sites, which are websites that make small businesses look like $1 million brands. And I want to teach you the 3 things that your website needs to do in order to fulfill its job, which the job is to convert. Right? If your website's not converting, if it's not bringing people to you, if it's not getting people to say, hey, I saw your website, I love it, I want to know more. It doesn't really matter, right? We need it to convert. So here's the 3 things. Okay, first, again, these are the tasks, if you will, under the job description for that employee. Okay, so number 1, your website needs to establish you as the authority in your market. Okay, it needs to make you the authority in your market. I recently had a client of a client come to me. She was referring her client to me to help with her website. And I said, hey, why did you end up moving forward with my client? And she said, you know what? I met her in the gas station and I just thought she was really interesting. Anyway, I Googled her name and her website popped right up. I clicked on it. I had no clue what she did. And she didn't know that I was in need of coaching for my business. And she said, Braden, within 5 seconds of looking at her website, I pulled out my task list and I wrote, fire my coach, hire Des is the name of my client. And I mean, that's the power of being the authority and meeting your market. They see it and they say, I want to work with that person. That's the authority. We call it the $1 million brand feel. Okay, that's number 1. Okay, we'll talk about that more at the conference. Okay, number 2, you need to have words created and positioned, both created and positioned on the site to get people to take action, right? If people aren't taking action, if they're not opting in, if they're not asking, if it's not building good rapport, it's not doing anything. The words on your site are key, We've got a whole program to teach you how to get those right, how to really target those words into your target market. So when you say it, it creates that emotional, that emotional response and gets people to say, hey, I'm interested. I want to see more. I want to move forward. Okay, that's the second one. Last, your website needs to talk with, we're going to get a little techie here. It needs to talk with your CRM, right? Which is your customer relationship management system. Maybe you're using Infusionsoft, maybe you're using Aweber, Constant Contact. There's tons of them out there. It needs to talk with that system so you can automatically nurture those interested leads into paying customers. Because we've got to have that tech integration, it's called, to make sure it talks to each other so that you can then take those leads, capture them from the market online, drive them through your funnel, and ultimately into a paying client. Okay, that is the 1, 2, 3 knockout, if you will. That's what you need to have on your website. We've done a lot of experiments. We've done a lot of testing. Those are the only 3 things that we found to consistently work. So again, it's about following the process. Again, you have a process that's proven. Just follow it. And I've spent a lot of money into trying to figure that out. And I'm going to just hand it to you and teach you about it here at the conference.
So I wanted to ask you a question, Brady, because
sure.
This sounds great, and the right wording, the right things, but many of us that are probably watching, we're not really web designers, and maybe that's the challenge. Maybe we don't really know how to put these things together, and we're going to some of these companies to get that kind of verbiage and get that rock star look, and they're charging prices for maybe extremely successful businesses. And many of us right now, we're small businesses, maybe getting started. We've been in business for a few years. What separates brand sites from those other companies that are trying to charge those I know, like I got a quote one time for like $5,000, $10,000 to get that converting site.
Yeah. Good question. So we were actually about up to about 5 years ago, we were one of those companies that we charge $5,000, $10,000. And we still do, we complete custom design. We still do that for companies that are, doing the $1 million plus mark. But this specific product that we've created, Brand Sites, was specifically built based on the need for small business to need to be able to come into the market and be able to look like $1 million brand, be able to talk like $1 million brand, and be able to convert like $1 million brand without having $1 million brand budget, right? I mean, it's awful to try to go and like borrow money from mom and dad or cousin or aunt or uncle to invest in the site. Basically, we've created a financial model for websites that is basically. Anyway, I'll share more at the event because I've got something special that I'm preparing. So I don't want to give too much away, but basically when you do business with Brand Sites, we become partners and we invest in your success. And it's a very, very fun, very interesting model that we've created. And we've only been live with this product for about a year and it's taken legs. It's just absolutely phenomenal, super, super fun. So,
well, look, I can't wait to be a customer as well. I'm going to be there. Look, I'm telling you guys, I'm not the one who knows all the information. I'm going to be right there on the front row with my notebook and pad. And I can't wait to learn what you're going to teach us and what it is that you're going to be offering us. Now, this is the deal. Okay, y'all, I need everybody that's watching right now to do me a favor. Because I was talking to Braden earlier, right? And he was telling me about this new thing, what he was going to do and stuff like that. And then he kind of quickly breezed by something that he was doing or something that he has done for clients like, major clients out there. And there's companies out there that are doing stuff for people like, Lisa Nichols. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of her before, but, he said there's something that he can do that can really be super powerful. But normally he would charge substantial amount of money. And I said, well, is there a way possibly for the people who come to the conference that you can do this? Now, I'm not going to have him share it just yet. Before we do it, I need to know who wants to know what it is. And if you're interested, I need everybody to type the money sign, because what he was telling me is something I'm blown away what he's going to be having for you guys. But when we're talking about looking like a rock star to another level, I said, is this something you can maybe provide to those individuals that are going to take that time to come out to this conference? So I want to make sure before I do it, y'all have to type the money sign. Okay. You need to type the money sign to make sure that before he offers this, that you guys are excited. So type that money sign. Okay. Let's see who's typing the money sign. Will's typing the money sign. Valencia see us typing the money sign. Cat, type the money sign. Y'all keep typing that money sign to let him know. We need to know what it is you're offering. Okay, so we have enough people that are typing the money sign, okay? So tell them, because you told me already, what is it that you're offering exclusively to the attendees of the Show Your Success conference?
Right. Okay. And now this is something again that I've never done before, and again, it's only going to happen at the event. So if you don't have your ticket, go get your ticket. Go get your ticket. Just go get your ticket. Don't ask. Just go get your ticket. So you'll see me again. I'll be there in the booth. I'll have this poster up, so you'll recognize me, and I'll be there, and I'll have my blue glasses on and everything, so you'll know who I am. Basically, here's what we're doing. One of the biggest problems that we've seen, especially in author, coach, and speaker in that market, is getting imagery for the top fold of your site, right? So that top banner bar.
Yes.
So when someone comes to your site, you want that top banner, that top fold to just glow, right? People need to say, oh my gosh, I want to work with that person. That's what you want it to say. Now, the hardest thing about that is getting a really, really good image. It's really expensive. It takes a lot of work to do that. Here's what we're going to do. If you are at the event, Show Your Success, Houston, September 27th through the 28th, I apologize, the event goes through the 29th. I'm not going to be able to be in attendance on the 29th, so it needs to be the 27th Friday or the 28th Saturday. Come up to my booth. I'm going to have a big green screen there, and we're actually going to be taking pictures, for professional pictures for that top fold of your site for free. After we take that back, we're going to edit it and pull you out so you've got that image that you can put on your website. Anyway, this is something that we're only doing here for Turia. We really appreciate you letting us come to this event, Turia, and we're excited to be able to meet the community and become part of the tribe. Anyway, we wanted to do this as a gift to you and to everyone that's going to be there at the event. So.
Now that is fire. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh, look, I'm telling you, they're going to be like, who the hell are you? When you come from this conference, people are going to be looking at y'all like, who the hell are you? And where did you come from? I don't even know you right now. Like you're like, you've got these $1 million things going on right now. So Braden, wow, that is so awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And a lot of people are super excited right now. They're like, wait a minute, hold up. I got to get my ticket. I'm getting messages right now. People are like, we need the tickets. We need
get your ticket. Turia, one thing I was going to just talk about when you come, so colors, what to wear. Yes. So again, you're going to want to wear. So again, if you already have your brand and your color palette established, right? And you have an accent color, whatever that might be, either wear that accent color or black or white. So either your accent color or black or white. Again, keep it neutral because then we can play with different colors and whatnot. But ultimately, bring something that you want to wear, something that you want to have on that website. Again, bring that to the event. You want to be dressed in that. So when we take your picture, you're wearing that color. Again, accent color, black or white. Make sure you're there. Again, we'll have a big green screen. You can't miss us. And we'll make sure we get those shots for you and get them back to you so you can get them on your websites.
Cool beans. Solid too, right? Solid colors. So just a solid accent, solid black or solid white. Okay. Very important, guys. Very, very important so that they can make sure they get the right cutout. The green screen. We want to make sure it's easy. Don't wear no green. That's what. Don't wear any green.
Don't wear green.
I learned that when I used to do videos, and they would say, "Don't wear green." You also could. They didn't want us in videos to wear red because it blinds you. But whatever.
Yeah.
Braden, any last imparting words you want to leave with our viewers, our future attendees that are coming, and those who maybe are just thinking about, I don't know if I should come. I mean, I live in California. I don't know if I should come to Houston. Any last imparting words for everybody watching?
Yeah. One, go get your ticket. Don't ask. Just go get your ticket. That's first. Second, there are a lot of different programs and people and systems and I mean, there's the planet is full of different programs and systems and events that you can go to. There are tons of events where you go and it's a big sales pitch, and you sit and you listen and it's like, man, I came out here to be sold like something like. And again, you're going to get value from those things, of course.
Yeah.
This conference that Turia puts on, Show Your Success. This is a come and do conference. This is not a sit and get sold something. This is a come and learn and build and get your business going. So if you're in the place that you're ready to take it to the next level, you're ready to get stuff, you're tired of sitting around and thinking like, hey, tomorrow I'm going to do it. Tomorrow I'm going to do it. Make that day today. Just do it. Just do it. It's not, I mean, it's your investment that you make in just getting there by in and of itself is going to be the value that you're getting is going to be far, far more than the ticket price and what you spend to get there. It's just going to be a phenomenal event. Make sure you get your ticket. I'll see you down there.
Absolutely. Well, Braden, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you, and we cannot wait to see all the nuggets that you're going to drop for us at the Show Your Success Conference, guys. To get your tickets, all you need to do is go to www.showyoursuccessconference.com. Showyoursuccessconference.com. That's where you can go to get your tickets. It is September the 27th through the 29th. If you're traveling in from out of town, I'm going to tell you, Houston, there's just no excuses. I chose Houston because Houston has some good flight prices, and we have discounted rooms. Just simply go to showyoursuccessconference.com. You'll see where you can get the discounted room blocks. You need to get those ASAP while they're still available. We're going to be at the Westin Galleria, so we're connected right to the mall, okay? And you ain't got to do a whole lot. You just come straight there, and you're going to be able to be connected. We have our silver tickets, and we also have our gold tickets. Now, the gold tickets get you access to the VIP luncheon, as well as some additional VIP breakout sessions that we're going to be doing. But for those of you who just need to be in the building, guys, get your silver ticket. Make that investment into yourself. We have literally, after that, we have 3 more months to close this month off strong, or close this year off strong, so that 2020 starts with a bang. I'm telling you guys, this is where you need to be. Everything else out there is great, but information right now, you getting into the information space and learning how to properly position yourself is critical for how your 2020 is going to start. All right. So that is it, y'all darlings. It has been a privilege and a pleasure to present to you another incredible one of our speakers at the Show Your Success Conference 2019. I will see you guys on the next video. Deuces.